guys, it's Kelly. I am back at you with a makeup related video. This is just going to be something for fun. I have been seeing a bunch of YouTubers, mostly, you know, the beauty gurus and people like that, people with millions of views, doing the highlighter challenge, where you basically have to use shiny stuff everywhere. And so I thought that I would try that. I mean, highlighter, as I've mentioned before, is one of my most favorite products. So I am going to do my makeup today using some unconventional items, I guess you would say. So yeah, things that I would normally use for another purpose, I'm going to repurpose them today, and I'm going to come up with the brightest, shiniest look I can come up with. So what I have here first, and I think that we need to start with, is I have the Laura Geller spackle. It's tinted. It's in the color Ethereal. I'm going to start with this, and I'm going to put this pretty much all over my face as a quote primer. It is a primer, but yeah, I would usually put this under actual foundation. So I'm not going to be doing that today. So I got a wad of it, and I'm going to kind of go in and just kind of rub this all over. I love her spackle because it really works. Oh, and I've already done my brows, and I already did a little bit of correcting on my redness, just so you know. That's the only thing I've done though. But yeah, I love her spackle. It really makes your makeup stay all day. But for today, I'm using it because it does have some sparkle in it, some glow, I should say, not really sparkle, but glow. So I'm going to use that for today. Now, when I was going through, I was kind of shopping my stash, so to speak. I was like, okay, I'm going to have a foundation, and I'm going to have this and that, and, you know, that sort of thing. So I thought, well, you know, gosh, what am I going to use? So I found my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. That's going to be my foundation. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to use my damp beauty blender to kind of blend this all over. And so you can see that's it there. I'm going to kind of just go in with it. It's going to be different, but I thought it'd be something fun to kind of get started back in the groove with anyway. So I'm just going to use this. And if you have this, or you know anything about it, you know just how bright and glowy that it really is. It's great for a very dewy finish, but it's something that I would normally probably use either under my makeup, like actual foundation, or I might as well go all over the eyes too. Or it's something that I would use on top of my makeup as a base for my highlighter. I mean, this stuff is gorgeous, and I have it, you know, in the pressed version, the Opal in the pressed version, and I've been wanting to try this one on top as a base for an actual highlighter on my cheeks, but I've not done that yet, and I thought, you know what, now is a good time to kind of put that to the test. So I don't know if you can already see just how shiny my face is. I mean, in person, it's just like, bam. But I don't know. I just thought it would be something fun. I needed something fun. I guess, you know, I'll say that much. I needed something fun because, like I said, I've not been terribly motivated lately. And I also have had my son this week. And, you know, school is out now. So, you know, there's been things going on and that sort of thing. But yeah, I just decided that I would try this because it looked fun. I mean, I love highlighter. I love highlighter. So, you know, okay. I think I've gotten that blended in to the point that it will maybe take on to some other products as well. All right, so I have my foundation. It's really, I'm beginning to see fine lines in my forehead, and I've just noticed it. A couple of weeks ago, I noticed that I was having some issues there with some fine lines here or whatever. I'm not sure why they just decided to show up. I haven't been frowning or had my eyebrows raised, but every time I raise my eyebrows, my makeup seems to crease. I'm not used to that. That bothers me. But anyway, okay, the next step would be concealer. I have the Magic Lumi highlighter from L'Oreal. I just have the color light or pale. So I'm pretty pale right now. So this, you know, this is just going to be my go-to for the day. I mean, it's luminous. So we're just going to, you know, try to do a full face of makeup with as many bright products as I have. And I actually have a lot more of a stash than I thought I did. I started, you know, kind of going through and I was like, oh wow, I actually got a lot of stuff. Okay, so let me blend this in. The Magic Lumi is wonderful. I like to use it in addition with like my Urban Decay or my Maybelline Fit Me or anything like that, just for brightness under the eye. It's really good for that because the luminosity in it catches the light, and that's really a good thing when you have dark circles as dark as mine. But yeah, so what have you guys been up to? How's your summer going? I know some of you may not even be in summer right now, but I was just wondering how you've been doing. The pool here has been open for a long time now, and I've not even gone yet. Like I said, other things going on and that sort of thing. My son is on cloud nine. He drives a truck, and he wanted some new tires and wheels, and so he finally got the new tires and wheels that he wanted, and they're so sharp. They make his truck look so nice. And you know, I've told you many times I live out in the country, so there's a difference between being country and redneck. I've told you that before. My child is far from redneck. If anything, I would say he's preppy. But when it comes to his vehicle, he wanted a nice stereo system, which I can understand. He's 17. So he got that, and then he wanted new wheels, and the wheels that he got are gorgeous. They're chrome, but the tires are actually mud tires. I'm going to be using my Laura Mercier highlight as my face powder. It is just a really soft, luminous kind of thing, but I'm going to use that to set my makeup. So anyway, he got his new tires. The thing is though, since the tires are so big, they're having to cut back the fender well to fit the tire so it doesn't rub when he turns. Boys and their toys. I mean, that's pretty common, you know, down here in the South, especially if you hunt or fish, you know, those kinds of things. Some kids do it just for looks, and some kids do it for function. There's a place not too far from here where a bunch of the kids, it's kind of really way back in the woods on dark trails, and they like to go back there at night, and there's a place where they do bonfires and things like that. And so I like this. So I love setting this with, even when it's my regular makeup, I love using this because it gives such a pretty glow to the skin. And you know, of course, we're not really going for total coverage here today, guys. What we're just aiming for is, I guess, we want to be seen from space. if you haven't been, if you can't be seen from space, then you're not doing it right. Isn't that what they say? Oh, and I'm using my Too Faced Sweet Tea. It's a bronzer. I'm using this as my contour for the day. And I am going to kind of, you know, blow it out just a little bit. And I can't be quite as precise as I normally would be. But you're going to be shocked when you see what I use as my my bronzer. So this is my contour. And then, you know, let's see, I need to put a little bit under here. It's funny when you're doing this, you're not using the products for what they're meant for, and you have to stop and think for just a second. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Kat Von D. Okay, I bought this. This is from Becca. It's their Shimmering Skin Perfector, and it's pressed, and it's in blushed copper. Isn't that gorgeous? It's metal. It's beautiful. This was a limited edition. I actually have the brush that goes with it somewhere. I've only used it like once, but guys, I mean, really? Really? Oh, beautiful. It is beautiful. I'm going to use my angled thing to now go in with this. Bronze up. Oh Lord, this is funny. It's really hard to think about doing this as, oh my gosh. Okay. See, I know that this is very pigmented, and I hope that it's translating on camera there just how pigmented it really is. Because it is strong. I mean, this is not going to match my neck. I'm not even trying, but you know, it's a gorgeous finish. It really is. If it were, you know, if I were using it as a highlight, which is pretty much what it's meant for, it's beautiful tan skin. If you can still get your hands on it somewhere and you have a darker skin tone, I would say go for it, because this stuff is gorgeous. But you can see I look like I've been baking in the sun for weeks. It's something, let me tell you. I mean, it is something. But anyway, okay. And my fine lines, see that right there? You see my fine lines? They're showing up more and more. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to start on my eyes. I'm using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I'm just going to put a little bit of that on my eyes. Just enough to kind of hold on what I'm going to attempt to use as eyeshadow. Okay guys, I'm going to be using my Becca Afterglow palette for my eyeshadows. And I think that's kind of unique. I don't think anyone has done that. I'm sorry that it's kind of, you know, shiny or whatever. But I'm going to use this for my eyeshadows. It's great. It's 5 colors, you know, and they're all sparkly. And so, and I mean, you know, and they're intended to be like a blush, maybe a bronzer, and 3 highlights. But they're all very shimmery, and I could use any of them as a highlight if I wanted to, except for maybe this one that's that color. So I think I'm going to start with it and let it be a good transition shade. So I'm just going to go in with my Sigma E40, and we're just going to see what we get. Ooh, it's so, see, the thing about it is good products, they're so soft, they kick up a lot of dust sometimes. Sometimes it's not because they're powdery and poor quality, it's just that, you know, they're so creamy and soft that it's easy if you go in too hard, they, you know, they will drop some powder. Okay, I'm going in with what I guess you would consider to be this right here. They're calling it, well, it's Flower Child is what it is. Flower Child Mineral Blush. That's what they're calling it. I mean, well, that's what it is. And for today, I'm calling it eyeshadow. But I thought that it would maybe the color in it. I mean, I like pink and rose-colored shadows anyway, so I thought maybe this would be a good, since it's a shimmering blush, I thought maybe this might give me a good contrast, and you would actually be able to see that I'm you know, trying. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this one, and it is their Wild Honey blush. Gosh, I hate when when a bunch of product falls. Okay, I'm going to kind of go in to the corner with this. Again, I'm not going in with a real precise brush. The idea here is to get plenty of shine. This actually is a really pretty eye look, believe it or not. It's no different than using a pink and then a brown, more of a brown tone shadow. I'm just using that particular blush to give me my depth in the outer V. Now what I'm going to do, let me get this smaller brush. This is a Morphe E28. I saw where that Morphe is discontinuing all of their Elite collection, and they're kind of coming out with a, quote, new and improved. I can't imagine anything better. These brushes, I mean, they're not Sigma, you know, prices, but to me, they're just as good, if not better. I mean, I love both, and I like my drugstore, but I invested in these and I want to use them, you know. So now I'm going to go in with, as like a highlight, I guess you would say, or a brow bone and inner corner highlight, I'm going to use Moonstone, which is the top one here. Doesn't take much, guys. I'm just going to kind of do my brow bone here. I can feel the heaviness of it. Does that make sense? It's not like putting on your normal foundation. When you start using a lot of products that have all this shimmer, especially that Skin Perfector that I used as the foundation, it's heavy. You can feel that it's heavy, but it's fun. It's fun to try new things, and the only thing I've really put up lately are planner related, and you know, I still have people saying you need to really find your niche and stay there, and guys, I don't agree with that. I just think that, you know, you should be able, if you're interested in planning and beauty, then you should be able to do both on your channel. But I've gotten some criticism for, you know, not sticking to one or the other, but I love both. I have a passion for both. So I have it here to use, and it's easy shaking in the background. But I have it here to use, and I have my planner. So I just want to do both. So speaking of planners, what I'm going to do now is I am going to go in with, I'm going to finish my face. Okay, for my blush, I'm going to use Milani's Luminoso blush. I don't know if you know anything about it. It's really soft, but if you can see, let's see, I've got a cut on my hand. Can you see it's really shimmery. So I'm going to go in with that as blush. I'm just going to use the round end of my Kat Von D, kind of swirl it, knock off a little extra, and I'm going to put this right on the apples of my cheeks today. It's fun seeing how this turns out, you know, and if you can, I mean, makeup is an art, and it's fun. I'm not an official MUA with credentials, you know, a piece of paper and a cosmetologist or anything like that, but I've been doing makeup for a long time. And I feel like that I'm not an authority in any shape, form, or fashion. But I do feel like I have some sense. I feel like that I've got just a little bit of sense and a little bit of, and a lot of experience behind me, you know, that I can use to just do fun things like this. And you know, even normal everyday looks. I don't think that you have to limit yourself. Okay, I'm going to go in now with Champagne Pop from Becca, and this is going to be my highlight. And let me find here's my highlight brush. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see it. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in the normal places that I would for highlight. That's so pretty, guys. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I love shiny sparkly things. I've got that shiny sparkly squirrel syndrome. Oh, shiny what? Sparkle? That's the way that I am. I love shiny sparkly things, and that's why I think I love highlight so much. And when I saw people doing this highlight, you know, I think the first person that did this was Maria or something like that. She did it, you know, as, I mean, she came up with it, and then Nikki Tutorials did it because she was inspired by that, and she created it to be a challenge. She did hers and she said, you know, she challenged. Then I saw Manny MUA do it, and several other people have started doing it, and they said, you know, we tag everybody. And I thought, you know, it would be really fun to just kind of play with highlighters and bright shiny things. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to take this Sigma F50, and I'm going to go in with my Precious Petals that I found, the Wet n Wild at Walgreens. Now this was limited edition, so I mean, I don't know if you can get it in any stores anymore or not. I'm sure that it's probably been all bought by now, but they need to bring this back out because it was that good. But I'm going to go in with my stippling brush, and I'm just going to kind of highlight all over. I'm going to go over the Champagne Pop because I think the two look really good mixed together. Go over go down my nose. Cupid's bow. Anywhere that you would get a normal natural glow. I'm using stippling brush because of the way that it picks up product. My face is beaming. But it's fun. It's cool looking. I mean, you know, yeah, I'm gonna wash it off here shortly, but it's fun and it's so shiny and so yummy. When you love highlighter as much as I do, you get that. But I was gonna say, speaking of planners, have you guys ordered the new Erin Condren Life Planner? I was just kind of curious if any of you have ordered it. And if you did, what version did you order? I placed my order. I didn't try the day that it launched. I knew I would get frustrated, and my poor my poor computer's about to die. So I was just like, you know, okay. So I went on a couple of days after the launch and I placed my order. I got the vertical and the neutral colorway, and I got it with the platinum or silver coil. I got the rose gold last year, and the rose gold starts wearing away. Hopefully they will have resolved that problem for this year. But yeah, I just, you know, that's extra that, I mean, it sounded awesome at the time, but that's just extra money that I didn't want to kind of feel like I was wasting this year. So I went ahead and got the pattern of my cover. It matches that circular pattern that's inside, and I got it in the black and silver foil. So I got that with my I think I got just my name on it, just my first name. But yeah, that's what I got. I did not really buy that many extras, you know, or anything like that. I bought a couple of things, but nothing much, because, you know, I have to save money wherever I can. So, yeah. All right, I have, this is from L'Oreal, and it's their, and I never can pronounce this, Silkissime, I guess that it's called, and it is their eyeliner, and it is in, it's, let's just put it this way, it's gold. It's gold. It says it's made in Germany. Let's just say this. It's yellow gold. So I'm going to use this on my eyes, and I think that that should even pump up. I'm gonna tight line and waterline with it, and then I'm gonna smudge it out on my lower lashes. Okay, tight line. But yeah, that's what I decided to go with. My plan is to okay, let me put that to the side. I'm going to smudge that out with my where's my little, it's the E36 or whatever. It's just, you know, like a little smudger brush, a little pointed smudger brush. I'm going to smudge that out with Topaz, which is in this Becca Afterglow palette. It's a gold, and I thought maybe that this might help, you know, smudge it out really good. And I hope when I get my mascara on, it's going to really show up. But I went with that, and I mean, I've planned my whole life, but last year was my first year to go with an Erin Condren, and I absolutely fell in love with my Erin Condren planner. I mean, I love it. But I bought the 18-month last time. That's the one that I'm using presently, and it I didn't realize how fast it was going to bulk up, and before I really got on Etsy and started purchasing any stickers or anything like that, I was using just typical cardstock, and I was using my puncher, and I was punching out shapes, and I was also using those chipboard stickers or whatever from normal scrapbooking kits. Well, it didn't take long for me to figure out that I had made a mistake by doing. So let's go ahead and get some mascara on. Remember, I mean, I see people, I don't know how they do it, but they go, do you see what I'm doing? I mean, they just sort of put the wand there against there, and then they blink, and that's all they, how does that work? I can't do it trying. I mean, I do good to do it the way that it needs to be done to get it at the root, you know, at the root of the lash, and be able to not make a tremendous mess. So I don't know how they get their entire lash coated doing that. And I mean, if you do it and it's effective for you, of course, you know, by all means. I'm just saying that I can't do it. I mean, I'm sure it's all in the way that you learned, or just what you're used to doing or whatever. But I mean, I was taught to take and wiggle at the bottom and pull up, and I've done that my whole life. I mean, it's not anything new to do it that way. I want it to be a pretty heavy coating of mascara. That's the reason that I'm using the Too Faced on the bottom. Oh yeah, it's the Too Faced Better Than Sex sample that I've got. I just hate to open up additional new mascaras when I've not used up, because I don't want to be wasteful, you know. And I mean, there may come a day when I can't afford to buy any. I can't imagine. because I love it so much. But I mean, you know, the highlighter situation, those highlighters rest me, they will last me the rest of my life. I mean, I can't see ever using up, especially the Becca. Those highlighters, they're so strong. I can't imagine actually putting a dent in them even. I mean, you can see they've been used. And I'm sure they have a shelf life, but I hope I'm dead before they go bad. That's terrible. I shouldn't say that. But I mean, for real, for reals, I mean, I can't imagine. You know, I've seen people say, oh, I got a backup of that. I tried to find a backup of the Wet n Wild because it's only $3.99. The other color is not, you know, it's not really as pretty. And, but I got one of each. There was another Precious Petals there, and I do regret not getting it, if nothing else, because my mom, I mentioned she watches my videos, and she was looking for it, and I'd give anything if I picked up that one that was there, and I could have given it to her, and she could be using it, because, you know, she's been trying to really step up her makeup game, and so I just, you know, I wish, if anything, I had gotten it so I could give it to her, because and I did make a mess. Of course, you know, I made a mess. My name's Kelly. It's just part of it. I made it early on this, so it's coming right off. Okay, this is what I've got so far. Can you see the gold eyeliner? Can you believe that I used blush for my eyes? Okay, I have quite a few things to choose from for lips. Let me go ahead and get the lipstick on, and we'll go from there. Uh-oh, I hate it when I get a little black speckle there. Okay. I love that these are like watermelon Jolly Ranchers. My lips are dry. I need to be drinking water right now. You know me. My need for water. I think that's such a pretty color. I don't know if you can see the shimmer that it has. But instead of putting just bare sparkle over it, I think I'm going to put that gold on it. It's going to take an extra minute because of the kind of applicator it has. I don't like applicators like this. But for this look, since I have gold here, I think gold on the lip would be good. So let's try to make it look like we tried, even though it's a challenge. Okay. See how shiny that is? Beautiful for summertime. Okay, guys, this is my attempt. Oh, who am I kidding? Hang on. Who am I kidding? Wet n Wild. Let's go back in. Let's go back in with Wet n Wild, and let's do this just a little bit more, because I just don't think I'm shiny enough. Now maybe I'm shiny enough. And funny enough, you can't really, it doesn't emphasize my pores. I don't know if it's because, you know, that shimmery skin perfector kind of filled in those pores. The only thing I can really see are these two creases that have formed in my forehead. Well, this is my attempt at the all highlighter look. I didn't use only highlighters. I used the majority of highlighters, but I tried to make it where it was obvious that, you know, that this is not a real look, but it was lots of fun making myself all sparkly and shiny. I love it. So anyway, it was a lot of fun, and I'm glad to be back on camera for you guys. If you order the planner, I hope that you get your planner with no snafus, and I hope that you get your order soon, because I know everybody's really excited about that. I'm looking forward to mine, and I'll do an unboxing on my channel, of course, and then yeah, hopefully I'll have another makeup look coming for you before too long. But yeah, I appreciate you watching. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please make sure and hit that subscribe button. I think it's down on that side, that red button. It says subscribe. Hit that so you don't lose me out there in YouTube land, and you'll be asked to turn on notifications. So turn on notifications so that you'll be notified when I put up a new video, which hopefully I'll get back in my groove of, you know, every day or every other day kind of situation soon. So yeah, do that. If anything, at least everybody please give me a thumbs up. Just hit that like button because it helps me out a lot. And yeah, guys, I appreciate my subbies. You guys are so awesome and so sweet. I love you, and I hope you all have a great rest of the day and upcoming week. I will talk to you later. Bye.